the bullies surrounded me. I screamed at the top of my lungs, the desperate cries of a young boy about to be beaten. They spit in my face, called me fatty, and then a split second later, bam, lights out. My body crumbled to the floor. At just 9 years old, I thought I was going to die. And every day for the next 22 years were a living hell. Hi, my name is Josh, and I have an unusual story to share with you about how being bullied as a kid, fat-shamed my entire life, and moments away from having a fatal heart attack unlocked a secret that miraculously melted away over 110 pounds off my body to save my own life. An ancient secret so powerful it completely eliminated my risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and obesity after struggling with my weight for over 2 decades. Day after day, I couldn't believe my eyes when I stepped on the scale. And my doctor was amazed when I lost 7 inches off my waist so quickly, without starving myself, exercising, or counting calories. All by eating more soup. Specifically, super healing soups, made up of ancient spices from the Bible that activate a hormonal reaction deep in your cells that burn fat for energy. I'll never forget the look on my doctor's face when I dropped 37 pounds in just 20 days, after he told me I'd never make it to see my 60th birthday. I went on to detox away another 51 pounds just a few months later. Altogether, I flushed away an extra 110 pounds off my body and kept it off for good, all thanks to a bizarre soup recipe from halfway across the country that landed in my lap one night after praying for a miracle at midnight mass. I remember thinking, could eating this soup really be the answer to my prayers? It just seemed too easy. You can't buy this soup in stores, and you won't find the recipe in any diet cookbook because the person who shared it with me was sworn to secrecy. The good news is you can find all the ingredients at your local grocery store. I'll bet you even have most of them sitting in your pantry right now. This soup detox works incredibly fast, and you can do it as often as you want to flush away 20, 40, even 80 or more pounds just like I did. The more often you use it, the faster it works. It not only melted away over 110 pounds off my body and kept it off for good, it also skyrocketed my confidence, increased my energy, ramped up my sex drive, and put me in full control of my health for the first time in my life. No more prescription meds, no more doctor visits, and no more restrictive diet plans. I did it all without any exercise, without taking any supplements, without starving myself or giving up my favorite foods, without ever feeling hungry, without having surgery, without really dieting at all. Now, the unusual thing about my incredible weight loss is all I really did was a quick coffee cleanse first thing in the morning, based on this weird white coffee recipe passed down by my ancient ancestors, followed by a strange soup detox at night that shrunk my stomach while I slept. Most of the so-called healthy foods on a low-fat diet actually cause inflammation in your body. And when your body is filled with inflammation, it zaps your energy and tricks your cells into storing more fat. Hidden inflammation is the underlying factor in almost every disease known to man, and it can make you fatter. Although you can't see it or feel it, it wreaks havoc on your internal organs and makes losing weight virtually impossible. However, what most people don't know is it's caused by the food you eat, which is why, without knowing, I was creating a toxic, highly inflammatory environment in my body, and that's why I was gaining weight. Then Derek sent me a series of soup recipes that he wanted me to try for the next 20 days. And not just any soup recipes, healing soups with ancient recipes from the Bible that help cleanse the body of hidden inflammation to naturally burn more fat. It's not about eating less and exercising more, or eating fewer calories than you burn. It's about decreasing the fat-storing hormone called insulin in your body that kills your ability to burn fat. And I'm going to explain it all here in my 3 stomach-shrinking scriptures that you can use to transform your body, no matter how old you are. Stomach-shrinking scripture number 1. Stop eating low-fat foods. I know you've been told for years, even decades, that you should eat less fat if you want to lose weight. However, that's completely not true. You see, all the low-fat foods like light yogurt, bran cereal, whole wheat bread, brown rice, skim milk, and potatoes, they get turned into sugar in your body. And these extra sugars are transported to your cells and stored as fat. Look, no one likes it when I tell them that eating a baked potato is basically like eating a Snickers bar. But it's true. Whenever you eat potatoes, just picture eating a big bowl of sugar, because that's what you're doing. which is why avoiding these foods is one of the best things you can do to shrink your stomach and waistline incredibly fast. Stomach shrinking scripture number 2. Stop snacking. When I was desperately trying to lose weight while reading everything I could get my hands on, everyone was telling me to eat 5 to 6 small meals a day to keep my metabolism boosted. The problem is, your body releases a hormone called insulin whenever you eat. So if you're constantly eating every 2 to 3 hours, your body is constantly releasing insulin, which creates a fat storing environment in your body. It's impossible to burn off the fat around your belly, love handles, thighs, and butt if you're constantly eating all day long, no matter how healthy the foods are. Even worse, eating every couple of hours puts a huge amount of stress on your digestive system, which makes losing weight virtually impossible. Think about it. How can you expect to burn off the unwanted fat from your body if you're constantly shoving food down your throat every couple of hours? To get the fastest results possible, keep your insulin levels lower by snacking less. Stomach shrinking scripture number 3. Stop exercising for the next 30 days. Look, I know I'm going to get killed for this by other personal trainers and weight loss experts. However, exercising is a horrible way to lose weight. All it does is make you hungrier, and that's why people end up wasting hours at the gym, running in circles on the treadmill, and yet their body never looks any different. And don't even get me started on all the high-intensity interval training. Here's what most people don't know. When you do high-intensity exercise, your body naturally burns your stored sugar for energy. Sugar is your most readily available energy source and the easiest one to use. So, when you go to one of these boot camp classes or do a bunch of high-intensity intervals, your body is burning through all the stored sugar in your liver. The problem with that is, you're burning sugar and not fat. And I mean, isn't the whole point of exercising to burn more fat? Now, there's one more thing I want to share with you. And I couldn't end this presentation without sharing it because I see so many people doing this wrong, which is why I'm giving you a bonus stomach shrinking scripture right here, right now. So make sure you write this down, okay? The bonus stomach shrinking scripture is, stop drinking fruit smoothies. It's the only blueprint that I was able to follow without giving up, without quitting, without giving in to the cravings and binges, to lose over 110 pounds and keep it off for good. What makes this different is that from day one, I take you by the hand and show you step by step exactly what to do to get the results you desire. You're not doing this alone. We're doing it together. I've been in your shoes before and I know what works and what doesn't. So with me in your corner helping you along the way, do you see how you can finally get the results you desire? I've gone through so much stress, frustration, and disappointment with my own weight loss journey over the past 20 years. Yet it's the driving force pushing me out of my comfort zone to help you transform your body and improve your health, no matter how old you are. God has made it perfectly clear that it's my mission to help others who are struggling like I was. And I truly want to make this decision as easy as possible, which is why I'm going to take an incredible 60% off the suggested price of just $197, which drops the price down to only $79. I think you'll agree that the results you get with my help, along with the 4 free bonuses, are well worth the amount. However, I want to make this even easier for you. Since you took the time out of your busy schedule to watch this presentation and listen to my story, I know you're an action taker who's committed to losing weight.